Hey, what's going on to all of my cancer crabs out there? So let's get into it for y'all, right? Hope y'all are having a great day. Um, I know I am. So the cards that I come up with for you cancer crabs are the moon, which ironically rules cancer, but in the tarot, it can switch back and forth between Pisces and cancer crabs. The world, the seven of wands, the chariot, which is cancer. A lot of your own influence on this. Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Five of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Ace of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you Cancers is the moon represents thinking about, honestly, thinking about going on vacation. Honestly, thinking about going on vacation. Um, just kind of thinking that a lot of you Cancer crabs need a break from the place where you happen to stay. So your residence, your the normalcy, you really seeking some form of interaction with with long-term distance, right? Getting out of your own state. And that's why it is that you got the world. The world just doesn't represent like thinking from a perspective of, you know, a manifestation, which it is, but it also represents travel. Excuse me, travel as well, right? Like there's a great big world. We can travel it. We can legally travel it, lawfully travel it, do whatever it is that you want as far as travel is concerned. And a lot of you Cancer crabs may really take yourselves up on that offer to really travel and stuff like this. So the seven the seven of wands here, the seven of wands represents this being a situation for you where excuse me, the seven of wands is that a lot of you Cancer crabs will a lot of people, you may end up telling some people about this, and like those people may have some sort of problem or some sort of opposition or whatnot, just a little bit of you leaving or whatnot. Some of you Cancer crabs could even be leaving permanently, excuse me, pretty soon. And these people may be like, well, wow, I'm really gonna miss you. And where it is that you're looking in on, where is it that you're looking in on going, and da 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 da. And the thing is that the Chariot and the Page of Pentacles represents a lot of you Cancer crabs just think that you need a change of scenery, right? And that you may even, end up being in a relationship and being in love when you decide to change your scenery. So very intense time right now. Very you know, there's a strong sense of, if you don't necessarily find the one for you where it is that you're located, then it's not necessarily a problem for you to change your surroundings and go on about your business the best that you can, um, and really find somebody else. More than likely, though, I will say that this is more than likely temporary, meaning that it's just ultimately a vacation where you get a chance to decompress, and you also get a chance to meet other people, um, the locals there, and see how they do things and just decompress and stuff like this. If you ask me, everyone should ultimately travel, um, yeah, because it's a great way to relax, and it's also a great way to broaden your horizons. If you've never been out of your state, I would really suggest that you really do travel outside of your state. Some people don't even necessarily have a passport. Listen, I've had a passport ever since I was 4 years old. It's time to have I'm 31. It's time to have a passport. Time to travel for real. The thing is that then you have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is because again, you're getting something out of it. Some of the things that you'll be getting is you'll it'll do your heart good to know that even if a lot of people trip or a lot of people are very dysfunctional when it comes to dating and stuff like this, it'll still do your heart good to know that even if it's not from a dating perspective, right? Just immediately that there's people from different parts of the world who do care about you and do actually want to get to know you. You understand what I'm saying? And do when they see your face, they are welcoming, you know. There's a lot of people out here who are welcoming of people who are traveling. Now, of course, you know, I'm not even going to lie. There are a few, you know, rotten apples to that. There are a few rotten apples. I'm not even going to sit up here and sugarcoat it and lie. But for the most part, when it comes to tourists, you know, as long as you're respectful in a person's in a you know in another person's country or something like this, or as long as you're respectful, you should pretty much be all right no matter where you go, no matter what country you're in. And the thing is that the Ten of Cups represents, and once you understand that, you'll really have a bigger perspective of what love is, right? And that love comes in many forms. It comes romantically, it comes platonically, it comes from a sense of family, right? So, but what does this have to do with you Cancer crabs? Well, it's just that right now a lot of you Cancer crabs are just kind of thinking about what does what does your relationships mean, right? Like what does your relationships mean? How where is the direction of your life as far as your love life going? And why is it that things haven't been necessarily so easy for you? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Cancer crabs. For the most part, it's finding real love is not very easy to do, no matter who it is that you talk about in general, right? Because most people don't want to experience love because they think of it as too much of a risk. So so the thing is that for the most part, how it is that a lot of people end up um, really create what a lot of people mostly have to do today is most people are going to have to learn to develop their self-love before they can have any kind of hope of finding anybody, because then you have the Five of Swords and the Page Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. A lot of you Cancer crabs may feel like you're surrounded by people who don't really want to see you succeed. And that's not necessarily really the case a lot of times. I'm just letting you know that's not necessarily really the case. What it is that for you Cancer crabs have to take into consideration that what you've got going on is that you've just had some bad luck when it comes to love, because like I said before, most people when it comes to the dating pool is actually very dysfunctional because they don't experience what love is. They're not trying to do that. So as a result of not even trying to find or learn what love is, they happen to be in a situation where they happen to be sorry about that. They happen to be in a situation where they try to get over on other people and make it seem like that's what they're supposed to do. But for you Cancer crabs, I understand that a lot of you are sensitive, and a lot of you, to a certain extent, and a lot of you are, you know, a lot of you want love, and you're asking yourself, why is it that people can't give you that pure type of love? And there are some people who can, you know, there are some people who can. It's just that you have to go find those people. They're not just necessarily going to come to you. You have to actually go find those people. The King of Pentacles represents, because for the most part, the way that people interact with others, it's more so about finances. The Strength and the Ace of Swords represent, but when people start acting like that with you, and you're going to at least meet one person, right, who acts like that with you, you know what it is, the remedy for that is, right? When people want to play you and try to get your monies and try to get your advantage or hang around you for some sort of usage or whatever, you know what you do? You Cancer crabs have to understand, let them let them continue to think that they're in control, because the more that they think that they're in control, especially if they're trying to 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 be on it like that, is the more they're going to continue to think that the more mistakes that they're going to make, the more they're going to continue to think that they can't be caught, which is going to get them to start making mistakes. Now let's clarify the King of Pentacles. The reason why the whole travel situation came up in the first place is because you may need to relax, and it's already implied that when people go on vacation, especially single people, it's already implied that they may have, you know, an encounter, if you catch my drift, no matter who it is, right? So to clarify the King of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Wands, right? So when you start going in and out of the country or whatnot, a lot of people are going to start to notice, right, in your own community, that you're doing a lot of traveling. You're doing a lot of, you certain parts of the year, it's like you're not necessarily even there, and you're going to create a lot of admirers in those different countries, those different states that you end up traveling to, right? Um, right? You're going to end up creating a lot of admirers. The Eight of Swords and the Six of Wands represents, and for the people that hear about you, right? Decompressing, taking a lot of vacation time, enjoying your life, living your life to the fullest. Because that's one thing I don't think a lot of people do, right? A lot of people don't do a lot of spontaneous things, right? That's the reason why it is that for myself, I go skydiving and stuff like this because I'm restless and I need to be able to live my life to the fullest and actually enjoy myself. But for you, Cancer crabs, right? You're doing the same thing, or you should be doing the same thing when you're living your life to the fullest. But then when you start doing that, those people who from your town, from your city, who gave you a difficult time, everybody notices when somebody from their community is not around, especially if they made a certain name for themselves and a certain amount of people know them, they're going to notice. So when they see you not necessarily being around because you're off doing your own thing, and they'll kind of understand that you're not around because you're doing where you're wherever, right? Um, a lot of people who was disrespectful, who gave you a difficult time before, they're gonna take notice to this. Let's clarify the strength, right? You have the King of Wands, you have the Two of Cups, the Hierophant, and then you have the Knight of Swords. What's happening here is that also too, the to clarify the Strength card, the King of Wands represents they're gonna still try to play it off like, they're upset with you. They're gonna try to play it off, oh, you nothing. What is it that you're doing? The Two of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Swords. There's being a situation for you where you cancer, they're gonna be upset about this, that you're not taking them on these trips and not hanging out with them. But the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords is you're not even gonna be at a certain distance for you to even care, right? They're not even gonna be able to get at you in that regard because you're not even gonna be around for them to even try to do that. So they're really just upset at the fact that they couldn't they couldn't flip the situation to how they wanted. um you Cancer crabs are free agents, and you're doing what it is that you want. It's getting some people upset. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. um, if you'd like to contact me for any one of my services, the link to my website, which you can go at, is in the comment section, along with the link to my Instagram page, along with the link to my Amazon books, are all in the comment section. It should be the pinned comment below. I am available to do personal readings or any one of my services for you today, right? So please come through, contact me. Peace.